Welcome to the Building Newfoundland and Labrador podcast, dedicated to exploring the interesting journeys of the people in the provincial construction industry. Presented by the Newfoundland and Labrador Construction Association, produced by Gale Force Winds. Join us as we chat with the inspirational individuals that ensure the continued growth of the construction industry and the province of Newfoundland and Labrador.
All right, and welcome back to the Building Newfoundland and Labrador podcast. Here we are at the Build Expo 2023. I have to tell you, a lot of excitement on the trade show floor. I'm here with a couple of gentlemen who are the charity of choice for this particular event. So, fellas, why don't we start by introducing yourselves? So, Fred, why don't you go ahead?
I'm Fred Thompson. I'm a member of the Portugal Coast St. Philip's Lions Club. I've been in the Lions for over 40 years now, around 47 years, and just like helping out those that maybe not quite as well off as what I am, and just like to help people who I can.
Honorable stuff. Fred, how about you, Sam?
Yeah, my name is Sam Wells, and I've been in the St. John's Lions Club, and I've been a Lion also for 47 years. We've been around a long time. We joined originally just to be able to service the community I live in and make sure that we give back, and I've been doing it ever since. Many things have changed over the years, but we really enjoy what we're doing, and we consistently also look for new members, of course, which is a chore in itself. So we're going to continue on doing what we do. We serve.
47 years, Sam. Would you join when you were 10?
Pretty close.
Tell me about the Lions Club, fellas. What exactly does the Lions Club do? Fred, why don't you kick us off?
We're a service organization that is worldwide with like 1.4 million members. We have several major charities that we try to keep with, as Sight, Hunger, Youth Cancer. Sam, what's some other ones? I'm missing a couple.
Environment.
And
one other one.
But then we also support our own communities in different ways. That if somebody has a fire, I'm unfortunate to have a fire, we support them. Medical, if somebody has to go for medical and it costs extra money, we try to support, raise money. So it's just helping wherever we can help.
Sam, you say that you're always looking for new members. How does somebody become a member?
Not very hard.
Is that right?
Contact a line that you know, or if you're thinking about becoming a member, it's a great organization. Like Fred says, we work in our community, in our province. We have many things that we do in service that are indirectly, maybe not here in the province, but indirectly we get served. For instance, we got the Lion Max Sims camp out in central Newfoundland, which is it's a camp for special people with special needs, and it's a great place for them to go and have a great summer vacation and enjoy it. We also have what we call the Lions Foundation of Canada, which is where we train service dogs for people with sight or hearing, epilepsy, all kinds of. We got 7 types of dogs that we train, and some of them come back to our community, and some don't, but they go to other places, and the Lions support them. And we also have the Lions Foundation, Lions Club's International Foundation, which supports the world. And they, when we had Igor and we had the last big storm out in the West Coast, money came directly from Lions Club International to the communities to help out at that time. So we're always doing something, and we have, we support whatever we can, in whatever way we can.
Real sense of community there, fellas. Where does that come from? Is that being a big part of your families growing up?
It was mine. My parents were fairly active in the community when need was there, and it just comes. And I think growing up watching other people and knowing that there's people out there. I think I've been pretty lucky in my life, and with work, and always been able to fend for myself and my family. But there's people out there that's having hard times, and I think the saying goes, when there's a need, there's a lion. So
right.
It's one of our things that we say.
Where there's a need, there's a line. That's a great expression. Here we are, in amongst the builders of Newfoundland and Labrador, equally part of the fabric of our community. These people doing great things for our province, building our province. What does it feel like to be attached to this group right now?
Well, we've been, myself and Fred have been around these type of organizations for a long time. I'm a real estate agent until I retired. So we were involved in this, and we always feel that the community of construction, real estate, whatever we are in, they're all the same. They all try to help where they can, and it's great to be able to be here today and just be here. These people build, like you say, they build Newfoundland and they help out where they can, and it's great to have people like that. So, I think it's a great thing.
Right. How about yourself?
Yeah, well, like Sam said, I was part of this at one point before my retirement, and you see the builders, you'll see their names pop up on a lot of stuff where they donate and stuff, and it's good. It's when times are good, they like to give back, and I think that's great.
What is it about Newfoundlanders? They love giving back to their community. What is it? What's the secret sauce here?
I guess we're just a giving people. We enjoy. It's easy to. It's difficult when you see people who need some help, and if you can't do it as an individual, it's great to be able to be along to an organization that you know, that you put the work in, that you'll be able to do certain things for many people. And it just tugs at their heartstrings. I mean, you gotta appreciate when you can go somewhere and give somebody a hamper at Christmas time when you have nothing, and if that don't make you feel like you should be giving, well, there's something wrong.
Right.
It's a great organization. 47 years of doing this, it must be doing something for us. We enjoy it.
Fellas, 4 decades of doing this, serving your community in the way that you do, you must have some amazing stories to tell.
Fred has a great story to tell.
Fred, give us that great story.
Yeah,
about Guatemala.
The trips that the Lions Club are doing in connection with Team Broken Earth, Haiti and Guatemala, doing the vision clinics. They are game changers in your life. You realize how lucky you are when you come back from those things to see people, and when the people are there, they're so appreciative of what you do. And you see, the last mission they were talking about, there was a child that was 12 years old, never read or write or anything, could only see about maybe a foot in front of her, and to put a pair of glasses on her, and she could see across the room, like, wow, like it is heart-wrenching.
Wow.
It changes your perspective. Great coming back. So it's one of the jokes I've always made and actually it is a joke, but it's serious to me. When I come back from my first trip, one of the things I stopped doing was listening to any open line shows, because I just thought, the people that are complaining, okay, you all have your complaints, but man, what I just went through, I just can't.
Gives you a different perspective on things, doesn't it?
Oh boy, it is unbelievable.
Yeah, and we had, like I said, the Lions Foundation of Canada, which gives people service dogs. I mean, when you first see a person be trained with the dog to be able to do things, to be able to go out in the street and hold a dog and just walk and not have any fear. They put a blindfold on me and let me walk with a cane when I was up there, and it seems like it takes you 10 minutes to get down a very small stretch of road, and then they give you the dog and just gave you the hands to go on, and the dog just took you. You just feel so secure and safe. It's just unreal. I mean, these things are the things that make us want to keep on going. I mean, 47 years between, and each one of them 94 years, Fred, and we're still doing it, and we're doing it because we can, and because we want to. It's a great organization. So if anybody wants something to do some afternoons or some evenings or whatever, we're looking for members.
Right.
And you can contact the Lions Club in your town and just come down and see what's like. Maybe you'll enjoy it.
So, how can people help out? There's obviously joining, giving their time. Is there any other ways that people can help the Lions?
Yeah, I mean, just like we did here today, through donations from outside, from individuals, whatever. We do get a lot of donations, just individual people who want to help out. And you don't have to be a member. You hear us running a project or something, if you wish to think you might want to help on it, come give us help. I mean, you don't have to be a member to help us out, different stuff. And just to give a perspective on some of the funds that we need, Lion Sam was saying about the dog guides. We train on average around 200 dogs a year. those dogs to raise and train the people that are getting them is around $30,000 to $35,000 each, and they're given out completely free of charge.
All thanks to the Lions Club.
All thanks to the Lions Club. That's across Canada, of course. All the Lions Clubs across Canada. Yeah. So that gives you a perspective of some of the money that we raise. You know, that's big money.
Incredible stories, fellas. You're changing lives at home, nationally, and internationally.
Everywhere.
Isn't that wonderful? Thanks very much for what you do. Thanks very much for your service to your community, and thanks for being part of the Build Expo right here in St. John's, Newfoundland. Real pleasure to have you.
Thank you for having us.
Thank NLCA for thinking of us and supporting us. It's much appreciated.
Great. Thanks, guys.
Thank you for tuning in to the Building Newfoundland and Labrador podcast, presented by the Newfoundland and Labrador Construction Association, produced by Gale Force Winds.